Ding. Okay, so what's your name, your occupation, where are you from?
My name is Curt Finch. I'm the CEO of Journix in Austin, Texas.
And what brought you to the Tree of Life originally?
About 14 months ago, my son had been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and he was on insulin. He was 20 at the time. His name's Logan. And a friend of mine from Casa de Luz in Austin, which is a vegan place that I eat breakfast at, said that they cure diabetes here, so we came to see if they could do that.
And what was your experience?
Well, we were here for almost a month, I think, and I lost about 20 pounds. Logan got off of insulin within 3 days. The sugars went from in the hundreds, 300, out of control with insulin to normal, 80, 85, with no insulin in 3 days. And then we started the fast, and then we learned how to make the food and some psychological techniques for dealing with stress and bad habits. And then I went back to Austin, he went back to Blacksburg at Virginia Tech, where he goes to school. And he's still there today. No more insulin. His sugars are normal. He still eats the low glycemic raw food diet primarily. He cheats once in a while. But it's kind of, any doctor will tell you, oh, type 1 diabetes, it's incurable, sorry. Here's your insulin, sucks to be you, have a nice day. And whenever I hear that now from people, and if you go on the American Diabetes Association website and try to talk to people about it, they'll get mad, they're angry. You can't cure diabetes, type 1 diabetes. And my only question to those people is, have you ever tried?
Wow. So he hasn't been back on insulin at all since that?
He hasn't been on insulin. His sugars only go up when he cheats. But by the time that we left here, there was a blood test or something that Gabriel did that demonstrated that he was producing a normal amount of insulin. Insulin in the normal range. So his pancreas woke up and started producing insulin again. And I think that he's still getting better every day. I don't have all the metrics to prove that, but just from talking to him and his energy level and his grades and things like that, he seems to be continuing to improve. I'm certainly hopeful that that's the case.
Wow. So when you went to this restaurant and they said that, that there's this place you can go to cure diabetes, were you concerned, were you skeptical, like what were some of your, before you signed up for the program or when you first arrived, what was going through your head then?
I was very skeptical, because I've heard that you can't cure type 1 diabetes. But I also didn't think that Logan had ever felt healthy before, not since he was 5, because his diet had been really bad and he didn't get any exercise, and he lives, in certain ways there were certain stresses in his environment that he had to deal with. And so I thought, if nothing else, it would be a good way for him to at least feel as healthy as he possibly could. And even if we didn't get him off insulin, we would get him to a place where he knew what healthy looked like. And he knew what healthy food looked like. And so there was a couple different people actually at Casa de Luz in Austin that suggested coming here. So we came, and it was, well, I mean, the day that Gabriel said, just stop taking insulin, I almost cried. And everybody in the room, there was 15 people or so in our group, everybody clapped. It was an emotional moment. So we're still together, all these people. We all joined a little Facebook group together, and we still communicate. And I know some of the people out there, like Anita, has done really, really well. She was here with not just not diabetes, but with all these autoimmune disorders that she cured. And she's now gone back to work, and she looks great, at least from her pictures on Facebook. And there are some other good stories too. Sylvia is a lady in New Jersey that had type 2 diabetes. It took her a whole month to get off of insulin, and I know that she's still doing really fantastic. And there are some other people that did really well, and then some people have kind of dropped out of touch. That I don't know how well they're doing.
Great. So anybody that sees this video that's interested in the program, any words of advice or anything that you would tell them?
What would I tell them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess after working with Gabriel closely for a month, I realize now what a doctor's supposed to be like. He works all day long, every day, healing people around him, working to get them healthier. And I've just never seen anything like that before or since, really. He's one of a kind. And the culture that he's built here at this place is unique in my experience as well. If you've got type 2 diabetes and you're willing to come here and follow the program, they will cure you 100% of the time. That's what I saw. If you have type 1 diabetes, Gabriel says that 80% of type 1 diabetics, their pancreas is still producing some kind of insulin, some amount of insulin. And I think that you can create an environment where the pancreas can heal and do a better job. It may never get back to a normal person's pancreas, but then again it might. And I think it's worth rolling the dice on this place. And you'll be surprised when you walk out of here how easy it is to stick to this way of eating. It's not as easy as when you're here, but it's easier than you think to be raw vegan.
Cool.